It's a book on a pedestal. It's gotta be a spell. Except it's not open and it's not glowy, so I guess that's the difference between the two. What the heck was that? You know, it actually sounds a lot like that green thing that hangs out in like the icky places in Banjo-Tooie that just pops out and whenever you go in and you take damage. So now pretty much all I have to do is get back to Hermione, right? Yes, show copy to Hermione. So, how long and tedious is this going to be? Answer? I'll get back to you in a minute. Oh wait, this is new. I guess the reason this door was locked is ambiguous because it just opens up as soon as I get that Hogwarts of History. So there was a key to this room inside of Hogwarts of History. That's the only logical explanation I can come up with. And are we about to fight a boss? This is the thing that was making noise at us earlier? Evil bookcase? Come on, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets official game developers, you could've come up with something better than this. Although I gotta say that the book ejecting noise is pretty funny. Does it go through my shield? Oh, I can push it. So I guess I have to be facing this way to push it? Push it back towards where the box is so I can get up on top of it. That's what I'm going on right now. Oh, wait a minute, it's actually taking damage. Huh. Okay, so it wasn't an evil bookcase, it was just a bookcase possessed by ghosts. That makes about as much sense as everything else we've seen in this game so far. Still don't get what the point of this action-y box is, because it's not wanting me to jump up to stuff. Oh, I can push it, okay. What would a Zelda clone be without, I really am hesitant to call this a puzzle, but what would a Zelda game be without pushing boxes? There's definitely moments in other Zelda games where you just push boxes and it's not really a puzzle, like try all these blocks, and whichever one you push is the thing that makes the door open for some reason. I don't know why I spend so much time in commentary talking about video game logic. It's just a thing that I like to do, I guess. Alright, so now...
How do I get out of here?
Well, Harry, if you just calm down and get attacked by ghosts, then maybe I could help you. And the books are only interested in attacking me once I'm up here to randomly appear out of nowhere and stop me. Yeah, nice. That was really close. And these camera angles are not the best. But they are working. I mean, I'm working and towards my goal of getting out of here. How on earth do I get out of here? I wonder if there was only one way to go, like if you try to go back the way you came, something stops you. I mean, clearly this is going to be far more interesting going a different way, and there's probably going to be treasure. Better be treasure. I want more cards. I want a new ability that allows me to climb up ledges faster. Yeah, I don't think there's that kind of spell. Oh, hey, look! This is definitely a spell, because it's a glowy book. Oh! Learning through osmosis. Did I already make that joke? I don't know. Cleanliness equals wizardliness. Alright then. I wasn't actually expecting this spell so soon. So yeah, you probably saw a number of different areas in the game with just a bunch of green slop all over them. And there you go. I know that there's a water spell. I think it's Aguamente. That's probably not what it is. You'd think I would remember since it was on screen just not not that long ago, but... Limpierdia! It's not too hard to make up random words and just assume that they're probably Harry Potter spells. You know, it is what it is. Wonder what, if there are spells that originated in non-English speaking countries and those have very different names. It could happen. I mean, we're eventually going to get the story of wizardry in North America. Maybe we'll get the stories of wizardry in Asia and Africa and Australia. I'm really looking forward to that one. Like all the kids at that area's version of Hogwarts have like wombats and kangaroos as pets. Just kangaroos jumping all around delivering packages. Oh man, I can't wait. Okay, so looks like we've got ourselves a series of challenges to open up multiple locks. And are you a card? Are you a card? Of course you're not a card. If there was a randomized version of this game, really awful, because there's appear to be only like a couple of different things that can even appear in chests to begin with. And a lot of other openable items like desks and chests and like drawers and stuff just contain nothing at all. And it's not like there's essential items in those things, because it's all just like cards and healing items and whatnot, but it still sucked. Why? What were we doing? What were we thinking when we just decided to hang a whole bunch of tapestries in here? It's the tapestry room! Makes about as much sense as real fake doors. Which, I just completed another musical in community theater, and that particular theater just has this weird, creepy basement with a whole bunch of rooms that are mostly empty, except they're filled with massive piles of junk. And one of them just has a whole bunch of doors. They're just sitting there. And then I go in and I'm like, hey, aren't you tired of doors that you open them up and you go into a new place? Well, why don't you come on down to real fake doors?
How on earth do I get out of here?
Oh, would you quit talking to me? I know you're talking to me. Must push all buttons. Again, this isn't really that much of a puzzle so much as it is go in these things and push the things. 'Cause you know I'm gonna push a button when I see it, regardless of whether or not I think it's going to help me advance. Just like I'm opening up all these chests, even though I know I'm not going to get anything other than healing items, because that's how this game rolls. That's Crab, right? Crab's the fat one, or is Goyle the fat one? Why is he hanging out here all by himself? Is he as dumb as... Wait, why am I not able to lock onto him? And why are we using a point system? There's no one here watching, and why am I not using Expelliarmus? All questions that you might have been wondering. I just stun lock this guy? How did that count as me getting hit? No survivors! That was easy again, except this time I made it, like, difficult. I guess he's dead. He's not moving. I was gonna grab some of his hair so I could put it in my secret stash for later, but I guess we're just gonna leave him be and go on our separate ways. You know, that's the restricted section, so that probably means not many people go there, so he could be missing for a while. You think maybe we should tell someone? Oh, who cares? Oh, hey, You know how much fun this was last time. More boxes to push. Except this time it looks not as difficult, because I think I just want it to be over here, because I want to get over to the... Yeah, I want to get some of that green stuff.
No! Not that green stuff!
Let me guess.
Oh, look.
Yeah. But I can still reach the handle, which is nice. Oh, there's 2 green things to get. This... Man, I went into the recording section intending to do the next day, but it looks like I'm gonna be spending this whole segment just doing all this busy work. This game sure is fun, kids. It really is a great game, still. I think, anyways. It's, in my opinion, it's definitely right up there with titles such as Spider-Man 2 and Battle for Bikini Bottom as some of the best licensed games out there.
How on earth do I get out of here?
Harry, I can deal without your side remarks. Speaking of Harry Potter games, I remember seeing a trailer for the first Deathly Hallows movie-based game. I haven't played either one, but it looks really funny because you know that one you don't go to Hogwarts, so you got to come up with something. So it basically looks like a cover-based shooter, but with spells. So it's like Gears of Potters, and as soon as I saw people in the comments saying Gears of Potters, I busted out laughing. Good stuff. I think the second game I know had a better with Kinect thing on it, so I think that probably means it had Kinect minigames and maybe the cover-based shooting thing in it as well. Alright, so now we're back at the painting, the bibliophile painting, except we appear to be back at the start. Can we go back in? No.
There's someone around here.
Oh no! Is this the door to the regular library or the door to the staircase? It's the door to the regular library. But hey, you know what? There was another one of those green goop doors last time we were in here, so while we're here, instead of turning around and 4 more loading screens, why don't we go ahead and get ourselves a card, I hope? Really like to get one someday. Someday when it's me, I'll know that card was meant to be for me. Nah, I got so lucky. You know, you think they could just employ all these ghosts to roam the halls. Just alert Filch when they find someone. Although that probably wouldn't really work that well because there's probably kids roaming the halls constantly. I mean, Goyle made it through all those prefix somehow. Yay, card! Alright, I want to see how much my
Number 10. Bird
stamina is going to expand. That was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't know if it actually increases the bar at all, or if it just lets you take less damage from hits. So it's more like improved defense, but it works. Okay, now maybe we'll take our junk back to Hermione. Or I could look around for more random junk in Hogwarts. Nah, I'm gonna take stuff back to Hermione now. Hermione, can you read this dumb book to me now? Because I can't read.
Easy.
Well, I can't read.
Slytherin ambushed me.
Crikey!
Slytherin? You mean one single solitary Slytherin?
Here it is.
Not
I'll
like
read
the entire house
Hogwarts
or
was founded over
Salazar
1,000 years
Slytherin
ago
himself.
by the 4 greatest
I mean,
witches and wizards
you wouldn't
of
really
the
have
age.
any problem if it was
Godric
Salazar
Gryffindor,
Slytherin, because
Helga
you're his heir,
Hufflepuff,
so no
Rowena
problem.
Ravenclaw,
You'd
and
be like,
Salazar
good
Slytherin.
work, my
For a
son.
while, the 4 founders worked in harmony together, seeking out youngsters with magical abilities and bringing them to the castle to be educated. But a rift began to grow.
Is this
between
the first
Slytherin
ever
and the
magical
others.
school?
Slytherin believes that
The
magical
existence
learning
of
should be
additional
restricted to
magical
all
schools
magic
isn't actually
families,
really
and that no
even
students of
acknowledged until
non-magical
the
parentage should be
4th
admitted.
book.
Eventually, a serious argument on the subject caused Slytherin to leave the school. He built a secret chamber in
Slytherin
the
said,
castle
"Screw
of
you
which the other
guys,
founders knew
I'm making
nothing.
my own
According to
school."
the legend, Slytherin sealed this chamber of secrets so that no one would be able to open it until his own true heir arrived at the school. The heir alone would be able
What
to
if it was
unseal the
just a
chamber,
collection of
unleash
diaries?
the horror within, and use it to purge the school of all who are unworthy to study magic.
It's like an even
Blimey,
worse version
I
of
always
the
knew
Purge.
Salazar Slytherin was a twisted old loony, but I never knew he'd started all this pure blood mudblood stuff.
Oh, I'd love to see
Sounds to
Salazar
me
Slytherin
like
in the
horror
Looney
within
Tunes.
mentioned in the book is a monster that only the heir of Slytherin can control.
The horror!
What kind of monster?
The kind of monster that can petrify a ghost.
A snake!
All this talk of monsters is giving me the creeps. I'm off to bed.
That's usually what happens when I get the creeps. I get real tired and take a nap. I like that look that the two of them shared. They're like, Ron's so dumb, but he is really great at dancing. Alright, are we done with today? Yes, we are. End night.
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin.
Well, right now I'm... Actually, you know what? I probably am not supposed to actually fight it and, like, I don't know... Push it? Well, that's clearly not damaging it. Charging up. I get the feeling that pushing it around is gonna be what causes it to take damage, because it's got like this track thing on it. Well, now I know why one of the bookcases from before I got in here looked a lot more animated than the other ones. Well, now it's just sitting around laughing, and I'm trying to think of other things in games that have a laugh similar to it. Well, I do have one other spell that I haven't used. I highly doubt this is going to do anything, though. Lumos!
How on earth do I get out of here?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Harry. You're supposed to be feeding me hints. You know, like telling me where the portrait is. Actually, I'm not sure if that actually does function as the hint system in this game. Like if you're just running amok around the castle for a while and doing nothing, and then Harry's like, I think I was supposed to do this. There's a strong possibility of that being the case. Alright, well, I can climb up on this box, and it's very actiony because it like changes the camera angle and everything. It's actiony, but it doesn't appear to do anything. And the bookcase is pretty much always facing this way, so I can't like... I don't think it's moving anyway.